Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big rise and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. When my steppers are special kids, making blitzing so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear that talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Oteezy, Jeremy McGinnis, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ryan Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Yo. And we are live. Yes, sir. It's the Dub, baby. How y'all feeling out there? Be right.
Man, listen here, man. I know on them picks, I should be number one on them picks, man. I'm just saying, I'm enrolling, man.
Hey, I did pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just saying, Pat. I'm just saying, I should be like,
hey,
I'm just saying, I don't want no problem. I know, hey. I'm just saying, I'm here. I had a good week last week. That's all I'm saying, y'all. What up, though, man? I had a good week. That's all I'm saying, man.
I think I did pretty good too, man. I can't even front. I think I did very, very well. How you doing, Bo Tees?
Yes, sir. If it ain't live, it ain't me. And since I don't have to run the board tonight, I can actually take my glasses off. So,
hey, I can't take mine off either way. It don't even matter.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got so much going on, man. It's just crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to wait on the homies to get in. We got the homies, Coach Carl. I sent them the link. We got a couple other ones. Probably gonna be coming in late, whatnot. But we ain't gonna worry about it. Hey, cause we here. We're a little early. I know a lot of people probably take a lot of people by surprise. We here a little early because just be honest, man. The boys play tonight.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So ain't no sense in playing with it. We just gotta keep it pushing.
Look, when I reposted it, I even said this is the early Dallas Cowboys edition. So
yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We can't play with it because I know I ain't gonna be able to focus right.
Oh Lord, I'm getting a live call from a coach real quick. Hold on, guys. Let me mute myself.
Already. So hey man, tell me about it. Big Rod, what you think of the games this weekend?
Listen, man. I was highly impressed, man. It was good games, man.
Hey, we was at this game. We was at this game together, right? That we was right there. We was right there at the Bullet Bowl, man.
Melissa, shout out to Melissa, man. They didn't do too much bullying, but they got a good program over there.
Yeah, they do, man. They
just ran out of gas.
Yeah, Big Boy came through. But hey man, I ain't gonna lie, I was actually kind of impressed with Melissa. Melissa had me I was impressed. I thought they had the size, you know what I'm saying? They had a good system, you know what I'm saying? Because they was on sock ass for a minute, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't playing with them, man. They was doing it.
Yeah, Melissa, man. They, you know what? They gonna be a school. They're gonna be around, man. Because the way they do play physical ball though. They do run their ball pretty good, man. But I think for that they just better nutrition, man. They got tired. They just tired out. But at the same time, shit, Sock had some injuries. Shit, Sock, they kept it going though. They had what? They had like two decent.
Man, it seemed like every week, dog. We had a Sock game.
Man.
Players just be falling out like flies, but you know what? They don't drop. I give them. I give them credit. You know what I'm saying? Them cats just keep it. They keep it pushing the whole time. I was like, man, I thought, for the first time, I actually thought the quarterback at Sock was a little flustered. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a great game like the past couple weeks.
Nah, he didn't.
But I think the running back is who took over. You know what I'm saying? You muted, Pat. You muted.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm producing on the fly on a Sunday night, and I don't normally have to do this, but I'm getting some stuff to some people that's trying to jump on. We'll get them on the show.
Already. Well, we'll keep chopping it up till they come on in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, plus, Pat, I need you to talk about that DeSoto game, man, because I know you was out there. Do we even need to call that a game? That DeSoto massacre?
Look, that was crazy because when I got there, hey, shout out to my son, and I'm gonna post some of his pictures on Wednesday night from his graduation from college. And I want to kind of athletes on that's the goal, that's the end goal in the end or whatever. We'll chop that up on Wednesday. But I got to the game late, man. I got there like 5 minutes after the game started, and it was already 14-0 before I got in the stadium. It was ridiculous, man. But I shout out to Baylor University and McLean Stadium. They rolled out the red carpet, gave me all the accommodations I need. Was able to get my wifey in there and my son's girlfriend in there as well. Appreciate them. Total all access. I'm gonna drop some pictures on Wednesday from behind the scenes, the tunnel, the press box, everything. But by the time I got to the field, it was already 14-0. I was talking with a guy. I said, man, this feel like a game. They're going to hang 70. Hey, nah, man, we nervous. I'm like, bro, what you nervous about? That was a physical mismatch. Harker Heights was little. I mean, I was shocked at how little they was on the line of scrimmage. That number 6 and number 21, they were some beasts. Number 6 had like a 50-yard touchdown and about 2 or 3 other runs over 20 yards. 21 was a physical beast or whatever. But other than that, it was a physical mismatch. DeSoto put it on them on the line of scrimmage. DeSoto, look, my son was there at the game with me, and he told me, he said, hey, you see them kids with the gold helmets? He said, they'll be playing in the second half. Early in the second half. And he wasn't lying. But they had this one guard, a tackle. It was a tackle for DeSoto. He had a white helmet because I guess the gold helmet or the green helmet didn't fit. This joker had to be about 6'8", 320 pounds. It was like the biggest lineman I've ever seen at DeSoto. I've never seen this kid before. Big as crap. Now, I take that back. I have seen him before. But he got in the game. It was one of them games where, hey, you can tell your mom and them, hey, I was a freshman and played in a high school football playoff game. I mean, it was that ridiculous. DeSoto toyed with them. They scored 60. They literally could have put up 80. Like, they let off the gas in the second half. I ain't gonna lie. They completely let off the gas because they had 50. I think they had 47 points at halftime. So they only scored 2 more touchdowns, and they really just, kind of toyed with them the whole second half.
Yeah. I kind of got that. What's up, Big Talk?
Big Talk.
What up, homie?
Oh, Talk, you on mute, dog. Oh, and I definitely want to talk about the Duncanville game because I watched. Me and Rise watched the whole third and fourth quarter online, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie that was streaming that thing, bro. Got a lot to talk about in that game.
I do too, man. I mean,
yeah, they was.
I ain't gonna lie. It was. At first I was so hot. I was gonna blame Duncanville a lot until I've been seeing a lot of other footage, and I see why Duncanville was doing a lot of stuff they was doing.
Bro, they were dirty as hell.
I just got one question to ask about. I mean, because I'm gonna be honest, man. Spring Westfield is trash, dude. So I'm just wondering. Because they got, and let's be honest, they got a white head coach, right? You know what I'm saying? That's a white head coach. I'm just wondering if that was Coach Todd led team, that play like that. You think they'll get you think you'll hear more stuff about the way they play?
Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Of course. They would have already been the bullies and the beast and the this and the that and all that. But the other thing I thought that was shameful, besides how dirty they played, was how the referees had zero control of their game. They called back 3 touchdowns from what I seen. It might have been more. They called back 3 touchdowns. I seen Westlake players swinging on players and didn't get called. I mean, it was absolutely shameful from the referees. My ref crew could have did better than that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm like, they literally was playing the way they said Carter played in that movie Friday Night Lights. Like and we know that was dramatized and that was false because Carter didn't play like that. But They literally was playing like that, and nobody said nothing, man. Nobody said nothing.
I mean,
oh, Tonka, we can't hear you, boss.
Yeah, you muted yourself.
I know you got a lot to say.
Try it again.
Yes,
Try
sir.
it again, Tonk.
Yeah.
No. Man, something's always crowding up in Tonk.
And look, and Tonk got more headphones and microphones and earphones than anybody else.
Hey, you still mute? Unplug your headset and see if it'll work.
Yeah.
I mean,
he got a brain. Say he got the truck driver headphone set too. He got the defensive headphone.
Hey, I wear them. I wear that set every day. You know what I'm saying?
He got the blue parrot too.
He got defensive headphones on. I know it ain't the headphone.
He got the gaming headphones on, man. He just got on Call of Duty and got on his car.
Yeah, he got them. He got them defensive headphones.
But we got. Hey, you might just have to unplug and go raw with the raw audio. Yeah.
Still can't hear you. Go out, come back in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But no, I mean that game was crazy, man. And what I hate is because that was what Coach Carr would call bad football. That was bad football.
Yeah.
That game actually reminded me of that Pinkston Hutch game. I ain't even gonna lie. That's what them the vibes I was getting. Cause it was fights, it was penalties out the ass. It was just horrible, man.
It was horrible. It was. And I mean, you know, it's something about having control of the game. How do you get 4 touchdowns called back in the game and 2 of them back to back? You got 2 back-to-back 60-something yard touchdowns called back. I mean, it was just it was abominable, bro.
And that just shows you how bad is Free Westfield. Like you got they called 2 60-yard plays back to back. They call it back, and they still keep doing it. Like, how bad is you, dog? How bad is you?
Man, I'm like, how they ran Duncanville ran one play, 60-yard got called back. They ran the exact play on the opposite side and scored again. I was like, what are y'all doing?
And then came back and let the quarterback take off.
They should.
You know,
right. Exactly. And I mean, you know, one thing I would say about the Duncanville performance was I was a little shocked about the running lanes at times or whatever. And so I know Duncanville is amazing against the pass. Tonka, do they have any type of flaw against the run? You know, because I know Waxahachie was able to hang a little bit. You know, the running team seem to be able to hang in there a little bit longer than the teams that pass a lot.
I mean, Ty Atkins, he's the truth. You got to give credit where it's due.
Right.
But at the same time, even though they gave up, what was it, about 190 yards rushing, I mean, they still handle their business. But you got to give credit where it's due. But as far as like the defensive line attacking that passing game, that passing attack, they're sold up.
No doubt.
I think they had what PJ held them to like 119 yards passing, maybe.
Absolutely.
I know at one point I think he had a total of 100-something yards. I'm gonna look it up here in a minute, but I think his total was like a little over 100 yards. Yeah, that's running. I know
and they had they did an excellent job containing him because he had like 20 carries for like maybe 50-something yards, maybe.
Right. Yeah, they was on. This Shay. No, those was back-to-back plays.
Yeah, back-to-back plays.
Back-to-back plays. Yes, sir.
2 60-something yard touchdown runs back to back got called back.
2.
2. And
And
then
that
they come
was
back and ran a play, and the quarterback ran it for about 50. He just couldn't make it to the end zone.
Right.
yeah. And then they called back that beautiful play by Boo Bam, Lontrell Turner.
Yep.
You know, he had like a big 50-yard. I'm talking about this was like an ESPN highlight. I'm talking about he was shaking,
That was the
spinning,
one in
breaking
the third
tackle.
quarter.
Yeah. And they called that back. I was like, here we go.
You know
I
what?
already know what
And
time
you know
it is.
what? And just think about that, because like you said, you know what time it is. What happened after that? They ended up throwing a pick, and
Yeah.
then Spring Westfield was able to get it down in the red zone to about the 5-yard line. They just couldn't punch it in.
Yeah.
But they almost cost Duncanville with that type of stuff. Because think about if they put it in and tie the game, and then they still had that 98-yard,
Yeah.
90 whatever yard touchdown later.
Well, think about this. Spring Westfield was done when Duncanville went up 21-6.
Right.
What messed Duncanville up was going for that fake punt on that 4th and 3.
Now come
They
to find
gave
out,
him momentum.
hey, they did start. We're gonna get back
They
to
did
it, but
it, yeah,
we
that
got
was
one of our guests is here, and he look like he out here rolling, so we don't want to just keep him on hold while he out here rolling. But we're gonna get back to that Duncanville game, because I do want to talk about that fake punt, and I do want to talk about why the hell they chose to play at SMU, and it's gonna be 70% chance of rain. But we'll get back. Yeah, so I might just be at the Soto game all day, because
You know what I'm saying?
Jeremy ain't
Beyonce in the background, Beyonce.
But what's up, Coach?
Coach
What's going
Beyonce.
on, man?
What's up,
Hey,
Coach?
hey, since y'all were talking about that fake punt, I heard that it wasn't even called, man. It's not on. It wasn't on the coaches. The kid decided to run it on his own.
That's what I read that too. Yeah.
Ooh. Boy, I
Yeah.
bet you Coach Sample wanted to run over with that cart.
Hey, that might be why Sample said he didn't feel good last night. He couldn't talk about the game.
Yeah.
That took a blood pressure. He had to hurry up, get home.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
man. I was like, what the hell are they doing? I was like, what? I was like, that's a stupid.
But the problem was, I had, and I ain't gonna lie, at the first punt, I saw that too. I was like, you know what? The corner probably could take off around the outside and go. There's no joke. I was saying that watching it. But of course, the corner probably saw it too. But the problem is he ran straight up the middle instead of around.
You're going around using that speed and that outside.
Yeah. He tried to run straight
Coach
up the middle.
Beyonce.
Yes, sir.
Man, welcome to the Dub, the Sunday night edition, where it gets raw and everything else. Hey, you talking that talk. I wish I had that interview from the other day or whatever, but you was talking that talk on the sideline, man. I love that energy.
I tried to upload that interview, man. It wouldn't.
I'm gonna tell you, it ain't no secret. Okay, he was a really, really good back. But when you bring Central Texas up to the DFW, it ain't the same style of ball. It ain't the same style of speed. It ain't the same style of strength. It's a different ball game up here.
Ain't no doubt about that, Coach. But tell us about it, man. Y'all went out there. A lot of people thinking it might be a little tough game, but it looked like y'all just went out there and you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to play. You know what I'm saying? They say y'all was strapping up band members.
Yeah, man. They went out there and clowned. I mean, the first play, we were in quads. Trey Wisner took it to the house. You know, I think that's really what changed the whole game. We went up 20-0 in a blink. We coaches looking up and we're going, are we still in the first quarter?
You know what? It was crazy because I was Jamarcus, my oldest son, graduated, so I was coming from Austin to come up there to do the game, and man, I'm fighting traffic getting in the stadium. I swear it was like 7:08 or something, and I'm hearing the announcer talking about 14-0 DeSoto. I'm like, God no, they ain't even in the stadium yet.
Yeah, and I'm telling you. But I'll tell you what, the best part of that whole game that will never be seen or shown was how many ex-football players we had on that sideline.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, it was a who's who on the sideline. LaVisca Chenault with the Carolina Panthers was out there. A couple of players that play at Baylor, Hanspart, and all of them were on the sideline. My son, he covered the game with me, and hell, he couldn't cover the game. He's too busy bro hugging everybody he knew. Just a who's who on the sideline.
Murphy from Texas, Shamar from A&M.
Yes, I'm Shamar.
Samari was there. I mean, it was great to see those guys on the sideline.
Yes,
Hey man,
Amari
nothing like
Collier.
it, man. Hey, cause whenever you get to see all the alumni on the sideline, that means you gonna went pretty deep in the playoff. Cause that mean they season probably over, and now they can all meet up while they waiting on their bowl games or whatever. So that's also a good sign for the current team. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But speaking of which, man, I mean y'all took care of that pretty easy. Let's fast forward a little bit, Coach. Have y'all started? Well, I'm pretty sure you have, but y'all took a peek at Guard. Did y'all watch the Guard game?
Yes, sir. We did. I was highly disappointed in South Lake Carroll. I thought South Lake Carroll would have given a better game. I would have picked South Lake Carroll on the upset, but I would have been dead wrong.
Yeah, you'd have been wrong, Coach. I don't know
Yeah,
what you've been watching all year. That didn't
man.
God team different.
I
Yeah.
was still hyped up with the tradition, and I saw Geyer against Allen. I went to go see Geyer against Allen. Um, Quarterback is legit. He's the real deal. He's what makes the machine go. Arnold is special.
Can we
Their
just say
secondary,
to
their
me, I think
secondary is
he is
good.
the machine, Coach.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. I think if you can stop Arnold, you can win the game.
Yep.
No
And,
doubt,
and
no doubt. That's the whole key and the only key. I know every week when you come on, you tell us about this number and that number or whatever, but I feel like that's the number.
Yes, sir.
yeah, I think
Yes, sir.
it's kind of like even like when we were talking about the Duncanville game, it was almost like if you stopped the Westfield quarterback, you was gonna pretty much slow them down, pretty much to one or two big plays that they got. But with Gar, I think if you could contain him, man, that's
Yeah.
it. Now that's an easy if. It's easy for us to sit here on the couch.
Right.
It's easy. It's easy to say it.
True. Right.
We're
Right.
the ones got to go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. Playing at the Star, I'm pretty sure it's going to be sold out. Like you said, it's going to be bad weather that day, and we knew it was going to be bad weather, so we knew it was important to play indoors. Um, I think it gives our kids the best opportunity to win. So it's going to be a great atmosphere. We're hoping to see a lot of the alumni. We're hoping to see everything sold out, man.
So why y'all didn't pass that info to Samp and Prosper? For some reason, they just
Look, we were
Now,
trying to get a double header in the Star with y'all and the Duncanville game, and clearly he didn't understand the instructions. They went outside.
yeah, he definitely didn't get the memo. I would tell you that.
I'll tell you what, and this is what we thought too. We thought we played at 2 o'clock. Duncanville will come play at 7. And I get the logistics of, well, coach, we come play at the Star. Prosper's right next door. Hell, you ain't playing the fans, you're playing the players. It don't matter. I mean,
And
It
that's what it
matters.
sounded like.
It matters.
I, I,
Yeah.
I think they lost their coin flip. I think if it was up to Sam, he probably would have taken it inside. Maybe they lost the coin flip. I don't
No,
know.
that
I
ain't
don't
what
know the
happened,
whole
Coach.
thing.
I can tell you what happened on it. It was agreed upon. They didn't. They turned down the Star. They turned down McKinney.
Really? Okay.
Man, yeah. So, all right. So, Coach, let me ask you this real quick. I know you handled the defense part. We already know that you understand the assignment, and it's about Jackson Arnold. From an offensive standpoint, how do you feel you guys match up with them? Because you guys got a lot of firepower. You find your sea legs with Tiger and the crew. How do you feel y'all match up against them offensively?
Hold
Man,
on, hold on, Coach. You say this. You talking about Guy offense or?
Yeah, Geyer.
Okay, I do want to tell you this, Coach, about Guy. You probably already know that, but I'm gonna put this for the people.
Well, no, what I'm asking him, and I'm gonna let you go ahead, Jay. What I'm asking him is how does DeSoto match up against their offense? You know what I'm saying? I know he's the defensive coach, but
you talking about DeSoto offense match? Okay, well I'll say that question. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think we match up good. I think sometimes in football it's not about who is the better team. I think it's about the matchup. Sometimes I thought Duncanville was a great 28 points better than Westfield. I think they just came out and matched up well. They had a good game plan, and I think it kind of you have to have a little bit of luck to win a state championship. It's not just about the players. It's also sometimes you got to take it out of the refs' hands. You get a bad crew in there. they can make it a game. Kind of like this past weekend.
Man. Right.
So I
So
mean, that's why them coin flips or those agreed upon is very, very important. I remember when we had Allen down by 16 points at
I was
Mesquite.
there.
Them referees, man, did not play into our hands at all. I mean, they're the ones that helped Allen come back.
I 100% agree with that.
Non-calls, but hey,
100% agree with
but
that.
I
I
think
was
we have a
there.
good
I was
matchup.
breaking stuff in the stadium.
Yeah. So I mean,
did he break up?
It all boils down to you just have to have that whole perfect storm. Weather, the officials. You got to have a couple of calls go your way. You got to have a couple of those balls bounce your way. Right now, we're playing the best offense we played, I think, all year. I think, like you said, Tiger, Trey, everybody's finding the rhythm. We're getting some key people back at the right time.
Speaking of which, Coach, I just want I want to throw a couple numbers at you just to get your opinion. And of course, we got to welcome the homie Coach Carr to the Mo. Coach, you had some static when you was trying to talk a while ago. Is everything cleared up on your end?
I don't know, Jeremy. I'm at a sneaker shoot festival, man, and I don't know. I'm sitting here in the hallway, man. Can you hear me now?
Oh no, we hear you great now. I guess it's cleared up then, bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
Since you don't want to just call me what my name say right there, but that's okay though.
You know what? You know what? I'm sorry,
J-Man.
My bad, J-Man. My bad.
Boy, it's hard, man, dealing with
sir. It's hard when you grow up with somebody and you only call them by their government name, and now all of a sudden he got a moniker you got to go by, and you like, I don't know that moniker. You know what I mean? Okay,
I
J-Man.
don't know who that is.
Right.
Anyway, hey, Coach, you still there?
Here.
Okay, hey, I do want to say, man, I saw that South Lake Carroll, man, the running back, he had a good day against Guy. So I was just wondering, does that somehow, do y'all even look at stuff like that? That the fact that the South Lake running back ran for 150, and that y'all have a great run game, you have a great running back. Do y'all look at stuff like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I think we got a trio of running backs. We got a staple of running backs that can come in. Trey's a home run hitter. Obviously Tiger is a power runner. Tiger will punish you, play in and play out. So I think that as a game progresses, if we can run it and we can get in the rhythm and have a good tempo, I think that works down the defense.
I do too. Now on the flip side, Jackson Arnold had 150-yard rushing too, but he also had 300 yards passing.
When they get in the rhythm, they are dangerous. If you notice about Geyer, when he's out of rhythm, that offense doesn't run as well. But when he gets in that rhythm and that tempo, that's when they're dangerous.
Yes, sir. Hey man, I'm gonna ask any of my co-hosts. Any of y'all got questions for Coach? We know he out here driving. We gotta keep him safe.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to answer any questions, Coach, because he might lie and pull over on the road and want to get physical.
Hey, Coach.
I'm just messing with you, Coach. I'm just messing with you.
I got a quick question for you, Coach. Well, when y'all play a team like Geyer, a highly explosive team, would it be ideal? I know, DeSoto, y'all are highly explosive as well. You think it may be ideal just DeSoto slow the game down versus Geyer, or y'all just gonna make it a shootout, to go all out,
Well, this is what from the games that I've broken down, they're averaging, about 50 plays offensively. That's telling me that they're going at a high rate of speed. Okay, so on the flip side, every team that we started playing tried to slow down the game. I think if they want to go, tempo for tempo, I don't mind taking it because we've scored really quick, and our offense is kind of right back on. Our defense, is used to going back on the field quick. You saw it against Harker Heights. We score, we go sit down and try to adjust on something, and we score right again. So we got to go right back out.
Yeah,
right.
That's true, and I guess that's what B. Rise is trying to say is at some point, you know what? And I kind of think this game might end up being the exact opposite of what everybody think. I think we might fool around and just see a run slow game because I feel like both teams don't want the other team offense on the field.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
it can be 21-21 the first quarter. This type of game.
Well,
First 5 minutes.
I'm gonna say this. In this game, you better score when you can score.
Yeah.
Because whoever gonna have the most points gonna have to win that game. And then on the other side of it too is you can try and slow that game down, and it'll help your defense out for sure. But it also takes the groove out of your offense.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like DeSoto's offense is the best part of their team. So the defense has to figure out ways to get turnovers to put the ball back in the offense hand. It's not as much as it is about stopping Denton Guyer and Jackson Arnold. It's about creating turnovers and giving the offense more possessions than the defense. Than Guyer, and that's what's going to win the game. It's going to come down to who going to have more possessions and who can score. 50 plays, like that's not a lot of plays. You know what I'm saying? So meaning they're scoring at a high rate.
Yeah.
So what you got to do is create turnovers, get the ball back, and then create more plays for your offense. To me, that's the game plan because you're not going to stop Jackson Arnold. They're not going to stop you. It's going to come down to whoever got the ball last and who got more possessions.
Correct.
Just my opinion.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's real good.
Totally agree. You saw with McKinney and you saw that with Byron Nelson.
So you think? Now go ahead, Pat.
Coach said he totally agree. He made a point about Byron Nelson. I was just trying to see if everybody heard that.
Yeah, I heard him.
Is he hurt? I heard is he hurt?
Who, Jackson? Well, they put it in the paper, man. But
No,
I'm gonna tell you, dog. You'd be surprised.
It was 77 who got hurt.
Yeah, it was 77.
It was their left tackle who got hurt.
Oh, the tackle. Okay. Yeah, and I don't think it matters. That kid gonna play no matter what. It had to be something severe.
No doubt.
Coach, we appreciate you coming on by, Coach. We're gonna let you get back on the road. Now after this victory, I'm gonna need you at home for we could cheers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Hey, big shout out, Sock. Big shout out, Deville. All right, can you imagine having two state champions in the same district, D2 and D1?
Hey, why you mention that? It's strange. It's strange that you say that, Coach, because I was gonna bring this up later, but I'm gonna say it since you brought it up. Hey, Prosper and Guys in the same district. DeSoto, Duncanville. So the winner of this is we're gonna find out who the district of doom is.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, man. Y'all bring it home, man, because it ain't gonna be nothing like having three state champions on the South Side.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
like y'all win is bigger than DeSoto. You know what I'm saying? Like it means a lot to the South Side and the community. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so if we can bring 3, 4A, 5A, 6As. It's something that I've always known. The best talent and the best football is off I-20.
Absolutely.
And to bring it home, man, so God bless you, Coach. Y'all do y'all thing, man. I know we rooting and pulling for you guys.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you, sir. DeSoto in the building.
Have a great one.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, that was good having Coach stop by.
Yeah.
I see we got Swag in the building. We got Coach Carr came. We got Big Tonka. Of course, y'all already know we've been having Bo Teasy and B Ride. I'm gonna have Jesse Wyatt gonna be coming in a little bit. We got he was at the Longview game, so we got to hear what he got to say. But I do want to say one thing to Coach Carr. Y'all got horn frog problems.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Got horn frog problems.
That's a misconception. Right now, our journey is a lot bigger than them. TCU should just be happy that they even got in the fight. You know what I'm saying? To go out there and lose and them in Ohio State, like really? You know what I'm saying? So for us, it's a lot bigger than that, bro. Our mission is a national championship. We not just happy to get there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what TCU doing. I'm pretty sure Coach Dice gonna have them boys right, but it's something different about that team in Ann Arbor, man. We different.
Yeah.
I mean, I
we
hear you,
different,
brother.
dog.
We'll see.
I hear you,
Well,
brother.
that's fine. So swag, make that the game. Make that a pick. When that week come up. Make that the game of the week. Yeah, do that, swag.
Hey, after December 17th, homie, we're gonna be talking about everything.
Real about it. Hey, we're gonna go pro. We're gonna be talking about NFL playoffs, everything.
Yeah.
But
what's happening, swag? How's your game going over there?
TCU gonna get their ass whooped.
Thank you.
Badly.
What 49ers doing over there today, right now, swag?
We actually up right now.
That's what I heard. Who
with the third string quarterback?
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft, Bryce Purdy, Iowa State. He beat the Longhorns too, by the way. Anyway, but my weekend was pretty good, man. Hey, I actually had a chance to watch that Prosper and Louisville game up close and personal on the sideline, and I must say, Prosper is for real. They're the real deal out there.
Hey, I don't know who. Hold on, swag. I'm sorry. I don't know who Shay is, but you need to take him off this link. Don't even put him on. I don't even know who that is. Shay. You better not be no grown man, 6'5", 300. Name Shay.
Hey Shay. Hey Club Shay.
Not no man with the name Shay.
Club Shay.
Right.
Hey Swag.
Hey man. Hey, y'all leave Shay alone. It's DFW versus everybody. Don't let that team up, dog. Don't let Michigan get you hostile, man. It's still DFW.
Man.
But now seriously,
tell Shay to go on with that foolishness, man.
You gotta realize that's a Michigan man. That's a Michigan man. He ain't just a fan. That's alumni right there.
Hey, Swaggy.
Yeah.
Swaggy. Prosper, we got to see him last week, and then you saw him again this week. What would you say is the best part of their game and how it relates to D-Bill? And I'm going to say how it relates to D-Bill. What's the best part, the running game or the passing game?
Passing game. Rozier.
Yes, sir.
Rozier is an absolute stud. That quarterback is nice out there, man. And the offensive line is also nice. They held up pretty nice because Louisville has an outstanding defense and defensive line. But the offensive line battled with them, man. The question mark I have for Prosper, Louisville secondary really played a tremendous game. So if Duncanville secondary can hold it in the ball, it won't be nice for Prosper. But Prosper have their quarterback is dynamic.
Javen Henry, that wide receiver, nice too, huh? Oh, we done lost him.
Oh, I think Miami just scored to make the game closer, so Swaggy must have fell off.
I'm back.
His alert went off.
Hey, how was Javen Henry for Prosper, man?
The receiver?
Yeah.
He's pretty nice.
Okay.
He did his part.
I heard some things about him.
He burnt somebody. I forgot who it was. But I think the most impressive thing I saw in that whole entire game, man, was this is a shout out to this kid. Shout out to Ethan Terrell, whatever his last name is, whatever he go by, for Louisville. He got banged up really, really, really badly. And he fought that whole entire 4 quarters. Like, he did not give up. And I gotta give that junior his credit, man. He willed that team to almost a comeback. So they're a little short, but yeah.
But Prosper don't have a strong run game though, do they? Because I don't think that really. I mean, Louisville defense is pretty stout, but I don't think they had a strong running game that night.
What I would say about that is watching them myself, that their running game is not dynamic at all. No standout backs, anything like that. Everything works off the passing game, and quarterback runs a little bit. But it plays right into Duncanville's hands.
Yeah,
with their style.
Yeah, they high rush was 10 carries for 30 yards. That was the most. So they seem like they're a short passing team.
And that's the thing now. the thing about playing teams with them short passing games, those are runs. So, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're more of let's just get the ball in their hands. It may be a 4 or 5 yard route, get about 2 or 3 yards after, now it's a 6, 7 yard route. But it's really just an extension of the run game. So for Duncanville, I mean, like I say, I just think that whenever you're playing against a quarterback and the quarterback is supposed to be all that, I just think that fits perfect with Duncanville because of their front four. They can rush the passer, man. And they're gonna terrorize people, man. And that quick pass game, they're gonna have to play that the whole game. And the thing about that is that doesn't stretch you out, but it also puts Duncanville DBs a chance to jump routes, get a chance to put their hands on balls, create some turnovers. But again, I mean, shoot, you just need to get him enough touches to where he can get hands on 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Right. And I
well,
mean,
that and I also want to say his stats for the game. This game was kind of crazy because even his stats was he was 9 for 22 for 205, 3 TDs.
Yeah.
So
with the quarterback,
that's short passing.
What Swaggy said about the defense, the DBs, handling their business against them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
unless
and if
those
you go off of Duncanville pass performance, they did a real good job against the pass. I thought they did have one breakdown but that guy, I don't think Prosper got nobody like that guy on their team. The one that caught the ball and got loose. I don't think they got one of them, but they secondary holds up pretty good.
Louisville have 2 of the most dynamic defensive backs I've seen play. Cam and Caden, they're twins. Hey, them boys can ball over there.
Oh yeah, Louisville is good, man. They did good. I still take Duncanville secondary, but
yeah,
they good. I mean, you don't go to the 4th round and be sorry. You know what I'm saying? So we know they good. We know they good.
They just got to eliminate those penalties, man. 14 penalties for 114 yards. Realistically, you're supposed to lose that game. Realistically, but Duncanville's so good that, hey, they won the game even though giving up 114 yards of penalties. But you can't do that against Prosper, though.
No, you're not gonna win. I
can't do
if
that.
they wasn't playing against, just trash, they probably would have, they would have lost. Because you're not gonna beat Prosper.
I mean, and just like Coach said, that he said it, the referees will keep that game close. And you got to understand, you Texas high school football, as much as we love Texas high school football, they don't want to see 3 teams in the Southern District of Dallas, Oak Cliff, DeSoto, and Duncanville all-state champions. They're going to make that rule a little hard, Jack.
Yeah. And I've sat through many playoff games where I thought there was something rotten in the state of Denmark. So,
hey, trust me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I grew up with it. We grew up with it. It was expected. It was expected. It was expected.
You knew you had to go out there and ball out and take the game out of the referee's hands. You knew you had to do that. Yeah, and the further you go you got to take it out their hands. So you got to, especially. And like I said,
you break it up a little bit. Hey, you break it up a little bit. I think.
Hey, look, guys, I'm finna go. All right, Shay, I just saw Shay just pulled up, man. I got to go and protect myself. I'm hollering at y'all.
Let me say Jesse Wise. Jesse Wise, you still there? I would say Jesse Wise. He got to talk about Longview.
Hey, real quick. There's a lot of talk about SOC quarterback situation. For what I saw yesterday, that could be a quarterback situation going forward. It's pretty scary too.
I don't know.
But that's the thing, Matt. Hold on real quick. Matt, that's the thing. They didn't call it tight. Hell, they missed more calls than they called.
Yeah. I mean, it was ridiculous. Calling it tight is one thing, but what we saw out there where you're missing fights and people swinging on people, that's not calling it tight.
Dude's literally swinging, hitting people in the face and no call.
And then the Westfield player went to Duncanville sideline and shook his junk right in front of the coaching staff and ran back to the field.
What?
I was like, come on, man.
I think I saw that on film.
It was number 10. Number 10
I saw
for
that.
Westfield.
I saw that.
And then
And
they
I feel you,
celebrated.
I'm with you. Yeah, they called 27 penalties and they probably missed 50. And I understand you can't call everything, but some of that blatant stuff like that video I saw of all the calls they missed was scary. Like they was out there doing what, like I said earlier, they was out there doing what they said Carter did in Friday Night Lights. That they was actually doing it though.
So
you know, they
penalties
made it up
in,
about
too.
Carter and Friday Night Lights. This
Hey,
was real.
So Duncanville had
D-Town. Every time hey, you think that was something? Well, wait till the state title game if it happens.
so
But North
Duncanville
Shore
had,
look they coached a little way better than Westfield.
yeah, I don't think Coach K let that happen.
Yeah, Coach K actually got control of his team. That coach over there at Westfield, he just along for the ride.
Speaking of H-Town, shout out to Fort Bend Marshall. You choked.
Woo!
Lemon booty.
Yeah, they get the lemon booty of the week, man. God, no, they talking all that cash money about how they want sock.
Man,
Y'all
they can't
lose to a team
Hey,
that y'all
they can't
done earlier in the year. God,
Hey, only socks they gonna have the one they put on their feet.
I say Fort Benning can't catch no break, man.
No, that was ridiculous, dog. Hey man, I got a question, man, because I want
all
to
that
see.
talking.
I wish we could have got Will, but you know his connection was bad. He on the money train. But I do. What did I got this? Where is it at? I want to see if I want to hear everybody's opinion on my man. I didn't want to know that. Do anybody got an opinion? Cause I heard everybody's opinion. I heard a lot of negativity about my man Prime. But I just want to know, is anybody gonna show my man some love and quit?
Yep.
And quit saying that he a bad guy.
If you saw my post today, you'll know I'm showing some love. First of all, people gotta understand this, man, and it's just being real. People looking at the fact that he went to Jackson State, kind of program, won, yada yada yada. But I look at it on the big picture. He now adds to the black coaches in Power 5, just like Mr. Marcus Freeman does with Notre Dame. So I look at it, hey, now we got Notre Dame, a Power 5 black coach. We had Stanford, but he just retired. Now we got Colorado. Like, come on, man, we elevating in this business. So if you want to sit here and get mad at him for making a decision that he believes is better for him and his family, then hey, be mad. But at the end of the day, that man went and got that bag, and he don't give a damn what anybody got to say.
Well, the one thing about I don't care if he got a job or not. Congratulations. But it was more so like, before he took the job, he kept saying, black schools this, black schools that, HBC this, we need this, we need that. I mean, he gave off the impression that, hey, he's gonna be there for the long haul. But I already knew in the back of my mind, I said, well, if he do 4 years, that's a win for Jackson State. He did 2 years? So, I mean, congratulations, man. He a $4.5 million raise. So I don't think no one, knocking that. But I mean, I just think he gave off the impression that, hey, I'm going to be here, I'm going to build up the HBCs and all that, but no, that didn't quite happen. But he did a good job at Jackson State, But I mean, but I think I thought he was going to stay a little longer, but congratulations. I think he got
real quick to pick it back on what you just said, Brian. Do you know how many jobs I've been at over my years where I have interviews and they'll be like, so how long you plan on staying here? And I'll be like, hey, I give him my answer then. I'm out of that motherfucking like 4 days. Therefore, hey, opportunity comes, he took it.
No, I'm not knocking
temp agencies or something.
No.
Some better come.
No, I don't blame him. I mean, I would have took the job myself. I ain't no fool. But I'm just saying he gave off the impression that, hey, you know what? I'm for the, work on the HBCs. He gave off the impression that he was gonna be there for the long haul. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, he get a job.
He wasn't obligated. He ain't obligated to stay with no one program, man. He
no.
already set those coaches up for success. The practice facilities, all the resources he poured into that school. He said, "Hey, I set you guys up now. Now it's time for y'all to take over and do y'all thing." He put HBCU on ESPN and got the game day cast to come out there. So what else you expecting for this man? He did what he was supposed to do.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you think Jackson State and HBC, do you think they're gonna hold that level that he brought them to? Or are they gonna fall? Are they gonna go back where they were at first?
No.
Hey, let me say this. This is my point. Who is Pack, baby? Hey. Hey, so just what you just piggyback on. I think what people are looking at is it's not like, hey, I started this and hey, I did good. Now I move up to the normal job. That's the normal progression for anybody in the American system. That's the quote unquote American dream. I think what people are feeling disenfranchised about is that you sold them a bill of goods as far as, hey, why are you going to a Power 5? Why are you going here, man? We got HBCU. We got our own thing, baby. Come here. Travis Hunter, what you going to Florida State for, baby? It is here. You see these cheerleaders in the stand. Boy, I'm starting to sound like Prime. But
boy, sound dead like him.
So my thing is, people are feeling like, but dang, bro, you saying this is what that is. But then I was listening to his speech to his players yesterday before he hightailed it. And he's basically saying, hey, I'm going to a better opportunity, meaning this opportunity here is trash, in my opinion, even though I told you it was gold. And so all these people who came and committed to you now, and you're telling them in practice, hey, commit to this, stay loyal to the process. Now you're changing the process on them. You taking the rug from up under them. So that's how a lot of people are feeling. Is it good for him to go and make his way out? Yeah, of course. But I look at somebody like Kyrie Irving, who everybody ran through the mud, got kicked out. The Nets did him dirty to even try to come back, but you had to come back to the plantation. My thing is, why don't we start our own thing? You know what I'm saying? Like we're the only race in this country that don't have our own thing. Everybody else runs. We have to go play for them and them and them. And I ain't even trying to be racist because I'm not that type of person. But I am proud and prideful about my race. Like we talk about the South Side, that's really what we're talking about. That's really what we're talking about. Thanks. So my thing is, we didn't. So when we have opportunity, he made Jackson State look like a D1. I felt like if he stayed there for another 2 or 3 years, he could compete big time with some D1 schools or whatever and put it on that other level. But just like y'all said, once he leaves, it's gonna go back to trash. Once he left Cedar Hill, Trinity, it was everything. The program was lit and all that. It went back to trash. They don't even have the same uniforms no more. So,
well, you know what? I'm gonna say it like this because I don't want to spend. Because I thought Coach Ward wanted to hop on and give an opinion about it. I don't know what he got going, but I'm gonna just say this right here. Number one, Deion didn't do nothing that no other coach does. They all do it.
Absolutely.
They all do it. So,
and I want y'all to understand that. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have went to Colorado or wherever else he wanted to do. Because as a grown man, you gonna do what you want to do. But I'm just telling what the consensus of how everybody is feeling, and that's why it's like that.
Yeah. So, and I do, and I put it like for us, right? Just imagine the Doug came out and said, you know what, we need representation of the South Side in media, right? So we started here. We working our way out. We all over DFW now. We trying to do it everywhere. We started out from the South, but that'll be like if we decide, you know what, ESPN come and say, you know what, man, hey, Doug, we'd love to have y'all join us and do a little national thing. and we be it won't be all about the South Side. Now we all everywhere else. So it's like, okay, well, did we sell out? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
man,
hey, we the best in the land at everything we do. We the best not just high school. We the best podcast, period. And we're gonna speak to city in 2023. We aiming to be the best. We gonna be the best.
Yeah, and shout out to my man Jeffrey, man. I saw my man Jeffrey, man. If y'all check out my man Jeff Time Out. Jeff Sports Podcast. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check him out.
Hey, and shout out to Lamont Ellison, boy, because they've been running him through the mud online or whatever. Because I know he was pushing that sentiment that I just literally put out there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree with him.
Well, and I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna get back to Jesse. I sent you the link, Jesse. I need you to hop on because we're talking about this Longview Lobo. But I'm gonna say this right here. I think HBCU problem is not prime. HBCU problem is boosters, and their own is not supporting them.
I agree.
Know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It shouldn't take Dion coming to the pod, coming to the school to get everybody riled up and wanting to go support all of a sudden.
But you know what? You know what? Actually, it does take that because everybody was sitting on their fat, lazy butt, not supporting and not.
But see, that's why they crying now he left though.
Yeah, but now it's up to every community to get them a Dion to come back and take care of each HBCU.
Yeah,
so I give them credit for starting the process.
Hey, Boteezy, I went on the show earlier, but I heard y'all when I was going to Popeyes. The white helmet for DeSoto 308. That's Lamont Ellison's son.
Is that Lamont's son?
That's Lamont's son.
That's not his
51.
Son. No, it wasn't 51. It was 76, something like that. The offensive lineman. I know Lamont's son. Lamont's son played defense. This one played offense.
That was another one?
No, Lamont's son played both. He played center and he played both.
Okay, well, now this dude played tackle and he was about 6'8" and 302 pounds or something.
Oh, that was the big boy. He been hurt all year. He must just not coming back.
Yeah, that was from last year.
From Louisiana.
Bruh.
Yeah,
he a sophomore.
But I want to say this about J-Mac real quick.
Sophomore. Yes.
Absolute funniest comment on Twitter about the Uncle Elroy Friday. I was crying. I was crying.
Hey man.
Once I got my check, I was gone.
That was funny, yeah.
Oh yeah, I did post that.
I never said I wouldn't leave the hood, but once I got my check, I was gone.
I was nervous, dude. Hey, but you know what? You can't be bad at it. That's all I'm saying.
No doubt. And
hey, man, let's go over
6'8", 350. Good Lord.
You keep on growing, he's gonna be on that hardwood.
Bruh. Well, I would say he's going to have to stick with football because he moves like a football player.
As long as he can bend them knees.
Well, I just want to know, do he got can he bend and do he got big ankles? Is he thick ankles or skinny ankles?
He thick ankles.
Skinny ankles matter. Skinny ankles matter.
Cowboy fans.
Hey, if you're an athlete, you gonna have some skinny ankles. I ain't never seen no big tree trunk ankles that's out there moving. I'm just being honest.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He moves with the skin.
Coaches got to always evaluate them ankles. People forget about that.
Hey, they got to put his ankles in the sauna.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's put a bow on this Duncanville Spring Westfield game. I just want to go over some stats. We were talking about that earlier.
Go deep, Bo.
We got Westfield, that little receiver, I thought he had a better game than this, but I guess maybe that was a run. He did have 94 yards. The little
number 4.
Dejon Palomino.
Number 4. That receiver nice.
Number 4, yeah.
Yeah,
I was surprised they kept him under 100. I ain't gonna lie. I actually thought he had more than that.
I'm gonna just say this real quick. And Tucker probably gonna agree with me on this because I was on a post with him in that other high school group. Mm-hmm. I don't like how they attacked the Corian Moore.
Man, they
attacked the hell out that kid after the game.
Smile on my face.
I know something. I had to come on there and say something.
Who attacked him?
His daddy. His daddy.
Kid, man.
Who had her?
Bad.
His daddy.
No, number 4 for Westfield, a wide receiver. It was his pops. They
Oh,
would say
okay.
my number 4 better than Decorian and stuff like that. I was
But
like,
what grade is that kid in? Because the
he a
Corian,
senior.
people keep forgetting the Corian is a sophomore. I be trying
Man,
to
he
tell
just
people.
salty. He just salty, man. He gonna have to hang them cleats up and get on that hardwood floor next week. That's
I
all it
told him, I
is.
said,
Now, look, the
yeah.
hard foot.
I
I ain't
your
gonna say
son,
that.
I told him, I said, yeah, but your son just cleaned his lockout just a while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, your son's season over with. What college is he going to?
For real.
And get what they gonna say next. Well, what about y'all basketball team? That's why y'all can't play in the playoffs. I said, what the hell?
They compete nationally. I mean,
I
they ain't
posted
playing
this in the
state
Houston
ball.
group. If anybody from Westfield put number 4 daddy on, we need to roast him right quick.
Yeah,
Put
that trash.
Now he on North Shore. He on North Shore junks now. So,
but see, and I never respect people that do that. Like,
I
don't like people that jump on, other people jock just cause you can't beat somebody.
Right.
Hey, but y'all know who was the player of that game though for Duncanville?
Who?
Y'all wouldn't even believe it. It was number 55, Jabrion Peters.
Oh, Peters.
Yeah, he had like 4 sacks. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was smashing up that middle, bro.
He was on PJ Hatter ass. Big boy, big one-tech defensive tackle.
Look,
He
and
was
if
on
they
his ass.
January had a great game.
January had a great game
now,
too.
He disappointed me with that. He disappointed me when he got a personal foul. Like I said, it ain't all on Westfield, but Duncanville did a lot of dumb stuff too that we got to clean up. They got to clean it up.
Yeah,
but yeah, that did kind of trip me out. I thought he was having a great game. Cause right after I think he jumped out sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like that next play, he stuffed. I mean, he that running back, he had a blocker on one arm and tackled the running back with the other.
But I'm gonna tell you the offensive player of that game.
I will say this: I love K1 to death at Carter, but Caden Durham is the best thing I've ever seen.
He nice with it. But I'm gonna tell you who the player that I loved in that game on the offensive side of the ball, and it was the center, Noah Ponce.
The center?
The center was making them drive blocks, opening creases and holes.
Shout out to JD Bain. I saw they finally put him in the starting lineup, big number 70. That helped.
Yeah. He's starting to catch rhythm now. At first, you could tell during the season, once he was playing, you could still tell he was trying to get back in rhythm and get his body back in a football shape. He's kind of a big dude, but now, the further along we go in the playoffs, big boy moving, and he's staying in the game longer now.
Let me ask you.
Give him credit one more time. What's his name? Because we never talk about the trenches, man.
Noah Ponce, the center, man. Much love to that cat, man.
Yeah, that could be a white guy.
Yeah.
How many years do y'all can run a 62-yard run, get called back, not tired, and run another one the next play?
Bro, he made one drive block, put that defensive tackle on his ass. Excuse my language.
He did.
Sunday night.
He did. Hey,
nasty.
I think they offended him more than anybody. I'm like, but see, that's how you retaliate. That's how we need the whole team to retaliate. You retaliate by putting them on their ass between the whistles. You know what I'm saying? Between the whistles, just put them on their ass and send them home. That's all you got to do. And trust me, I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not no turn the other cheek guy at all. But when you in the game, you got to be smart with how you do stuff. You can't, you just can't fall. You can't fall for it. You can't eat the cheese.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what that. But we all know Caden had the big game. What was his stats on that? 240.
Yeah, about 20 carries for 240.
26 for 240. Yeah. If they would have added that 62 there, he would have had it. And I thought he was going for 300 after that first quarter. I figured he was going for 300.
How do you on the same play, on the same Wildcat play?
The same play.
Back to back.
That's what you need to ask these Westfield cats. So you know what? Don't talk to me until you can answer, till you can figure out how the hell you allow 3 runs over 60 yards back to back.
Almost back to back. Almost.
And you call yourself a good team. Get the hell out of here.
And they stacked the box. And they had an 8-9 front box.
You had everybody and they mama on the line of scrimmage and still let the boys buy. Hey man, let's welcome Jesse White. Hey, but looking forward, what y'all think? Y'all, we talked about Prosper. What's gonna be the key to it? I don't want no predictions or nothing, but just tell me what you think before we get to Jesse White. He gonna tell us about them goddamn Lobos.
The long
How you guys see
they got a real game coming up, and I do want to get to it.
Get to the quarterback and eliminate that quarterback from making short, quick passes, because short, quick passes is gonna eliminate your defensive line for that pass rush. So get to the quarterback, interior defensive lineman, Alex January and Big Peters, get through them gaps and tear his ass up. That's how you win the game.
Yeah, what you got, Botez?
I second that, man. It's really on the defense to make it hurt. Don't miss any tackles. So on that short stuff is all about yards out the catch. Not allow no yards out the catch. Make it hurt every time they catch the ball. I have no issues with on the other side of the ball. I know Caden's gonna run it up, do what he do. I feel like there's gonna be a couple of deep passes to the Corian and to Boo Bam and stuff to spread them out on defense, because they do have a good defense. I'm gonna give them credit on the defense. Yeah. What they did to Geyer, that game I saw against Geyer, nobody else has done that all year. So I'm gonna respect the defense, but I think the key is Duncanville's defense, because if you can't score, you can't win.
Yeah,
be rise,
man. With Duncanville, man, all they gotta do what they've been doing, man. Put pressure on the quarterback. You put pressure on the quarterback, everything else on Roberts after that. And for Prosper, in order for them to win, if they can establish a run game, which it's easier said than done. They can keep the game competitive. I don't see them winning, but I think it'll be a competitive game.
Yeah, I see that. I definitely see that. What you got, Botez? I mean, Rod, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What you got on that? What you think the keys to that game is? Before we Jesse disappeared, he'll be back.
You can't see me right here.
Oh, okay.
We got the long view from Longview.
You gonna think I'm being
long view from Oak Cliff. I'm Oak Cliff.
Long view from Longview. Now from the long view perspective.
You gonna think I'm being funny when I say this, but I'm not. I'm being serious. Bully ball.
Who?
Be Duncanville. Be yourself. Do what you're doing. Do what you've been doing all year to people. Go out there, bully them, win the game.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And eliminate the celebrations, man. Eliminate the I hope the Duncanville coaches or somebody's watching this, or the players, and pass this message along. Eliminate the celebrations. Play football. Do your job. Do your assignment. Get your ass back to the huddle and to the sideline and get your ass off that field. That's it. Quit all the celebrations and the antics, because these not the same referees you're going to have during the season. These are referees from all over Texas. Where they come from, they probably, their style of reffing is like disciplined football. You know what I mean? They probably go to schools, they score a touchdown, and the players just run the football back to the referee. Cut it out and win the ball game. That's it.
Watch this, Tonka. What you just said. Watch this. Y'all know how bad we want the South to have 3 teams?
Mm-hmm.
How bad you think they don't want Argyle, Geyer, and what's the name with the same thing?
Hey, you got a point. Got a point.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible.
I think that's the worst that we're gonna see Duncanville play. Seven ain't gonna let that go 2 weeks in a row.
No.
Well, you heard
Peters all year, man. So
well, you heard Peter say that they glad that they played in a game like that versus a blowout. So I'm pretty sure the message is spread out in that locker room like, hey, we ain't gonna let this happen again. So that was probably a good game for Duncanville to have to be.
Yeah, Pat said that. We were talking about it for the past 2 months. Pat, he said, you know what? He like, man, you know what, Brian? Duncanville, they need them a bad game. Not necessarily lose, but they need a bad game moving forward. And they got it. So
I've been saying that for the longest. I was cool with one loss in the regular season. I'm like, we're gonna lose one game. Let's get it out the way.
Yeah.
Hey, Duncanville played their worst, and Westfield played over their head.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Hey, breaking news. The Niners just blew out the Dolphins.
I already
Blew
knew
them
that
out.
was coming. I already knew that was
they had
coming.
a
What's
sack
going?
fumble. Sack
Without
fumble
Jimmy,
recovery.
Well, that's good then. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody mad about that. But all right, Jesse, talk about
come
them
on, man. Ryan,
Lobos.
your turn next. Go ahead.
Man, damn, I was sure going for Timothy, man. Go ahead, man. Damn.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give Timothy. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what though, Timothy played a good game, man. They came out with that with a game plan of trying to slow the game down and hold on to the ball and keep it away from Longview. They did the opposite of what Lake Ridge did to Longview about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when they had Duffy. So they would hold on, try to get 6, 7 play drives, things like that, man, to keep it out of Longview hands. Longview pretty much to score at will. You know what I'm saying? Taylor had 225 yards, 5 touchdowns this week. Matter of fact, he scored all their touchdowns. But they could have went to Jalen Hill whenever they want to. They couldn't cover him. They even lined Taylor up wide. He wanted to score on a post corner. So, but Timothy had a lot of speed. They was real big up front, bro. Real big. They were huge. They line was averaging 3+. But Longview D line, man, was giving them a lot of problems because they were using their quickness and they just as strong, just ain't as big. They tried to, power them down a lot, man, but Longview made the adjustment in the second half. Went in the halftime 14-14. Came out, Taylor broke a I think 50, 60-yard touchdown. They came back and scored. The number one broke like a 67-yard touchdown. After that, defense just clamped them down, man. But they had a lot of speed. His number one they had was nice. I was told he didn't have no offers. I don't know how, but that kid was nice. They had a pretty good receiver. The quarterback with number 3 was pretty good for him, man. I mean, they was a really good team. I was really shocked with the way they came out and played, man. They didn't lay down. They fought. They were just like Westfield doing a lot of little dirty shit, you know what I'm saying, to get in Longview head. But, hey, man, Longview showed them they were dogs. You know what I'm saying? And Taylor had another big night. You know what I'm saying? Omari Watkins, Billy Smith, the D-line, man, they controlled it. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, let them know why they number one team in the state. But I got to tip my head off to Timberview, man. They played a good game. They really did.
Hey man, Hey, so looking ahead to this big clash with Alito, do we even need to talk about the Alito Centennial game, or are we ready to move on from that?
I mean, I saw 28-21 when I looked at it. The problem I see with Centennial, they were trying to go east and west too much. They was killing them up the middle. They got to the 2-yard line and started trying to run the triple option to the outside. Then it's gonna be hard to beat anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, but to me, man, from what I'm seeing, I know we talk about the Longview and Lido game, but it's gonna be two different styles, bro. I mean, they not Longview, not Centennial.
Well, that's obvious. I think we
Where's this
all
game
know
going?
that one.
Where this game gonna be played at?
Kincaid, Lobo Stadium West.
Oh my
Y'all
lord!
in
What
the
day
hood.
is that?
Man, y'all in the
Huh?
hood.
That
Is that
Saturday
Friday?
at 2, the same time as the Soto game.
Yeah, Saturday 2:00.
Dude, I'm about 12 minutes from Kincaid.
I'm
Wow.
down the street, literally.
Shit, I'm 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be that Saturday 2:00, man. And they gonna bring the motherfucking house. Excuse me, language. They gonna bring the house, man. Like for real. Like it's gonna be crazy. So you gonna get a pre-sample of how it's gonna be when they make it to state. You know, Alito gonna bring their fans too. So
Man, you know what? I think it's gonna be a blowout, man. I think Longview 17 points better than Alito, man.
I got
I was
35-21, but I've been told by a couple of people they think it's gonna be a blowout. But I'm gonna give Alito their respect.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out like Longview did Waxahachie a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Or like they did Den Gaia a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm gonna pick 35-21 Longview.
I will say this real quick. Even if I had Ray Charles eyes, there's no way in hell I miss Guy versus DeSoto over that.
Well,
No, I don't understand what that
it's
means.
a choice.
What are you saying, though?
In other words, what I'm saying is there's no way in hell I wouldn't go see DeSoto versus that.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be watching them goddamn Lobos. I'll tell you that. Just make sure you know that. So I'll be looking on my phone and checking and I don't know, man. Kincaid reception horrible.
I was gonna say you ain't gonna be looking at nothing at
Yeah.
Kincaid.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be checking in. We got to check in. You know, we need a.
I can text, but yeah, that's.
I give you the Wi-Fi code, bro.
Well, make sure you text it to me. I need it because it'd be horrible, bro. So, but yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a good game, bro. We'll talk about that when Jeremy gets to that point. But yeah,
Which one?
Lido and Longview game.
Hey, talk about it. That's what. Tell us how you think it's gonna come.
I got 35-21 Longview. I don't think that they can. I think they're gonna keep too much on Jalen. I mean, not Jalen, but Taylor. But I think for some reason this game here, Jalen Hill gonna show y'all why he's the top receiver in the state. I really believe he's gonna show y'all that because he really been quiet out here, man. It ain't been because of skill set. It just been because hey, pick your poise. You know what I'm saying? So, but Taylor gonna eat. I mean, Lido ain't seen that kind of speed that's gonna be coming straight at them like that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
power.
But yeah,
Tatum is a good. Tatum is a good combination of both, and I think, of course, I think Caden Durham is the best, but I do think, like Shay said, I think it's 1A, 1B. It's just whatever your preference is. But I thought Caden showed in that Westfield game that he would run some people over too, because he ran a few of them boys over.
Great.
So, and I think Tatum is gonna show that he ain't just a power back, that he could take off on some cats too.
Hey,
yeah.
I said it once, and I'm gonna say it again. I got all the respect for Jaden Hale. I think he's an outstanding player. But I think the best receiver I've seen is Draylon Miller, Silsby High School.
I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. What you saying about that kid, Jaden Hale been doing since a freshman. Don't let this year fool y'all, please. I know he ain't putting up the production, none of that. But Spud saw a catch from Jalen Hill and was impressed by the way he went and caught that ball the other day. He ain't lost it, bro. It's just the fact that they haven't been having to rely on him as much. You know what I'm saying? But please, Ash Langston, couple of years, last year before that, and all them other schools, how he grew up with 2 or 3 guys on him, taking the ball 70 yards. Bro, you can't coach that. So don't let it fool you. Like I'm saying, like Roy Jones say, y'all must have forgot, but I ain't forgot. When they need to go to, and they will, bro.
Now I do talking about that Longview Lido game. I think I saw you post a matchup that's probably gonna be interesting. I think we're gonna find out who really the 5-star, who really the 4-star. Cause I think that's gonna be a hell of a clash with the little Allen kid. I think that's gonna be a matchup. Another matchup you didn't post was Tatum versus the linebacker, the Keys.
I was gonna do that this week. I was gonna let them get their own shine with this matchup, but that was gonna come maybe by Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be gonna be probably the biggest matchup because they gonna meet in the hole. Right now, they gonna meet.
Yeah.
They can't.
What'd you say, Swag?
They can't stop Tatum. Tatum is probably one of the best I've ever seen too.
Well, he is. I mean, he's special. Don't get me wrong.
Very.
And when you talking about picking these backs, we're not talking about like it's just a blowout. We ain't just talking about elite versus Joe Smo. I mean, these are top of the top backs. So you just it's kind of like what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Styles make fights and styles make runners as well.
Right.
Cause my boy Swaggy be having recency bias, man. He was like ever. I'm like, I don't.
He said recency bias. That's a good one. Recency bias.
I don't mean to say ever, but that catch that Braylon made against Craro the other day to score that touchdown, that was unbelievable.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. That was probably one of the best single plays I've seen.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that play was crazy. He was surrounded, man. He was surrounded like by 5 dudes and went untouched.
But he one of the most highly recruited dudes in the state, in the nation, though.
Oh yeah, no, he the real deal. What grade is he in?
He only a junior.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, junior. I thought you sophomore. Okay.
And another fun fact about him, he also one of the most decorated basketball players in the state.
Well, Silsby now they really do have multiple sport athletes out there in Silsby. Like
and they got some kids who can play.
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah. Yeah, they really like that over there.
Yeah,
So
for
tell
real.
me, what you think about this DeSoto guy matchup, Jesse?
I think, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. And I want y'all to listen to me. They're finna mess a lot of y'all heads up with this. I'm picking DeSoto to be guy.
Whoa.
I think DeSoto finna be guy in the shootout. I think DeSoto got the athletes to match him. I think Mathis got his head on fire right now. And I think that ad woman that they took from
Duncanville.
Really woke them up, man. Sometimes a good ass will make you go back in there and train hard in that gym.
No
You know
doubt.
what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna
Right.
tell you, ask my son when he was not what German, when that Michigan kid.
Yeah.
He been whooping that ever since. But hey, he take that whooping. So, but I'm just saying, bro, like sometimes you got to, man. Sometimes you have to be humble because I think at that point, DeSoto, they got too big on they said they beat Waxahachie. And let you know they watch us. Cause they Waxahachie and soccer, they Super Bowls. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? So when they beat them, they feel like, oh, Duncanville gonna be cakewalks. Duncanville showed you why they the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And I think, but think about this. The week before that, they played like trash against Waxahachie, remember? They came
Yeah.
back, and when they played DeSoto, you saw what happened. Like a whole different team. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think I got DeSoto. I'm going with DeSoto. I think they're gonna be Gaia, bro.
Hey, that'll
Yeah.
set the city on fire because I think that they, out of the South Siders, they have the toughest matchup, in my opinion. So definitely looking forward to that and how that turns out.
Oh, without
Yeah,
a doubt.
it's gonna be a shootout though. I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be one of them 56 to 52 type games, man. But
Damn. So you don't want you don't think no defense going down.
nah, they finna really be playing 7-on-7. They finna really be hey, this finna be subtle style game. This finna be a 7-on-7 style game. But y'all also know that one of the cornerbacks is out for Gaia. On the Twins.
Yeah, no, he been out for a little while now.
Yeah, so
He
we're
been
gonna
for a
see how they
while.
can expose that. You know what
Well, I
I'm
No
saying?
just
doubt.
But I
think
think go ahead.
DeSoto gonna score on pretty much anybody, man. And I don't think Gary got a Duncanville type defense, so they gonna score. I think the question or not is whether how much they gonna score and how
Yeah,
much can they stop Gary
Jackson
from
on them.
scoring.
Just
Right,
to make
right.
sure, so Duncanville don't got no injuries, right? Because they always Duncan not DeSoto, so they 100% right. They good to go, right?
They are not
Other than
100%.
So
other than
DeSoto,
Mathis, other than Mathis, son, I think so, right?
No, Matheson played last week, so he's
yeah,
back.
He
so
back at
DeSoto
slot.
are they healthy?
Well, we talked to Biate. Well, I talked to Biate. They've been dealing with some injuries on the defensive line or whatever, where they're actually playing younger players. Like most of the line are sophomores, so they're still dealing with that. I know they got somebody that came back last week who made an impact in the game in the secondary, and then somebody was coming back on the defensive line. But they're not 100%. But they actually feel like they're playing better at this time than they ever had at any point of the season.
Yeah, man. This the reason why I asked that question because to God they said they gonna score some points. They gonna score a lot of points. So
Yeah,
and
I I agree with Jesse though, because DeSoto does play that style of game. This will probably remind you of the South Lake game they played when it was back at
DeAndre
SMU.
Wilson.
Yeah,
DeAndre. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. It's probably gonna be that style of a game, and they pulled that one out as well.
I just hate they both playing at the same time. Like I said, I'm gonna watch my Lobos, man. But
My lord.
yeah, I'm gonna
No,
try to
I
shoot
hate
on and
that,
watch the
dog.
rest of that Duncanville game when long you get through with Lido. So I'm gonna shoot on up to
Yeah,
75.
you might be leaving early.
Hopefully. But I'm gonna stay there. I gotta
Right.
be
One way or another. One way or
I got
another.
no, well, hey, I got to see shake hand with my boy Taylor, see my boy Ivan, which is his dad, man, good guy. I might try to meet up with Coach King if I can and see if I can get an interview with him. Actually, I met Coach King for the first time Friday, man. Last minute. So real cool guy, man. I ain't gonna lie, that was on my agenda. I always wanted to meet him before. So he
you
knew who I
probably
was, so
acting
he gonna
like
trip me out.
you probably acting like swagger when DeSoto
Nah,
coaches come on.
nah, hey, I didn't my ass to get wet, man. Nah, so nah, but nah, be real, man. He was a real good guy, bro. But I'm gonna look forward to I'm trying to see if I get this brief interview with him if they win, man. But he knew who I was, man. With Trim out, he knew I was. So
that's a blessing.
He should. Hey, don't nobody be hollering Longview, boy.
No doubt. But when we do the picks, I'm gonna still use your picture instead.
Yeah. Tell them they still the fighting Jesse Wise.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. But I'm gonna go up there and watch some Duncanville game, man. But I'm gonna be following that DeSoto game very closely because I really think they're gonna pull it out, bro. I don't know. I just really think they are. I give them a lot of slack, talk shit, they all this stuff, but it'd be good, man, if Sock, Duncanville, DeSoto, and Longview all playing for state.
No doubt.
Like real talk. So now if Longview lose, I might change my mind.
Since Rebo let us down, we got to go with Longview.
Well,
hey Jesse, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this like J Mac said last week. To get the other 3 in, we're gonna have to sacrifice Longview.
Nah, sacrifice DeSoto then at that point.
Now, DeSoto fam, man, that's my fam over there. So we're gonna have to sacrifice Longview.
Hey man, I'm put like this. Hey, the guy from my videographer, my wedding, he's from Longview.
Man,
so I got some kind of ties too now.
For the state championship because I get to see all them fine East Texas women. Yes, bring them down here.
Hey, they might well. All of them might well get a second place out here for football season. I might well just get them one. They spend enough time down here, boy.
I know one thing. Them DFW women ain't got nothing on East Texas.
Nah, they don't. Hey, Coach Carr.
I can't comment on that.
Hey, guys, my wife is in the car, so I can't second that.
But I can't.
Coach, I'm just trying to get the input on the game. Longview and Lido. That's all I want, Coach.
I'm just saying. I was praying you weren't pulling me into something. Longview, man. Listen, man. I'm gonna say this, man. Longview to me and the way they've been playing this year, and Alito, man. This game's gonna come down to 2 things. It's gonna come down to turnovers and who can run the football. Longview is gonna be able to take shots on Alito because they have a game changer at wide receiver. But the only way that he's gonna be truly effective is if they can run the ball. I think Alito is Alito, but I just think that Longview for these last 2-3 years have really, since they won state, has really turned up they level of play a whole nother notch. And I think those kids that are behind them are chasing that particular moment in time. And so I think that for Longview, with the type of quarterback they have, the type of running game they have, and they're solid on defense to play good special teams, you're still going against Alito, who is really, let's just be honest, they're the standard of high school football. I mean, they're winning year after year after year. So you can never count them out. We talked about them at the beginning of the year when they lost 2 games. Is Alito not the same? Tradition never graduates. And I think as long as you know that, Alito is always going to have a chance. But I think Longview is destined for great things this year, man. So I'm going to roll with those fighting Jesse Wise.
Yeah. What you think, B-Rise? Oh, the B-Rise on the phone. My bad. What you think, Bo Tees? I know we ain't gonna get to it as far as predictions. We ain't got to, but if you just want to talk about the matchup, what you see in it, that Longview, B-Rise back. What you think about it, B-Rise by Longview and Lido?
Man, like I said, man. I don't see this game. I don't think this game gonna be close. I think 34-17 type of game, a 34-13 type of game. Alito, man, they're not good this year. I mean, they got a winning record, but I mean, they're not as good as they previously been. So I don't think the game gonna be close. I'm calling a blowout. They're 34-17. They're just,
I'm gonna say this: they playing somebody ain't scared of them either.
Right.
So they playing somebody that ain't scared of them. That's gonna come. Hey, we come to fight too. So. I don't know that Alito name be intimidating a lot of people, but now Longview, man, they get hard for that. So
no doubt. Yeah, I mean, Longview. Hey, they're Longview. They got a long established tradition. The last time I saw Longview play in person was at Cowboy Stadium when they won the championship. They were playing the game before Dunkerville, and I was kicking it with their fans. Man, the Longview fans were cool than a champ. So, yeah. I mean, they had was the coach's son was the quarterback back then?
Yeah, Haynes King.
Yeah, Haynes King. Yeah, so that was a great moment in Texas high school history. Alito, they're traditionally good, but they're not good. They're not that team that
but even on that though, man, y'all got to stop disrespecting a team that's 5 rounds deep in the playoffs and
it's no
has a history.
disrespect, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be no blowouts this weekend.
Yeah,
No,
y'all got like that's a team that has been there. Like they relish in these moments. So for whatever they were week 3, week 4, week 5, they're not the same team. So they are where you want to be. They're week 5. Is it week 5? It's week 5. They're in the playoffs and they're playing some of their best ball. I don't see Longview is a 30 point difference between Alito. That's not even realistic.
Who said that?
Well, I mean, when B. Rod said 34-17, I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying, that they're not that.
That's a what, 2-score game or 3-score?
Hey, Jesse.
I picked up 35-21.
Jesse.
Hey, God beat them 44-14.
Yeah, but that was at the beginning of the year.
All right. With that being said, I'm going Longview by 14.
Hey, Jesse, I got a question for you.
Hey, you just had to do that, didn't you?
Is Texas too?
Huh?
Is Wimberley East Texas?
The what?
Wimberley. Is that East Texas?
No, that's down about Austin.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna count that then. This is my
No,
opinion.
East Texas, you got Carthage, you got Chapel Hill.
Exactly.
Timpson is East Texas.
All I'm gonna say is this: after next week, it's gonna be a real East Texas takeover in Arlington.
Yeah, they all
with Bulldogs, Lobos, Timpson.
Hey, I take it. If I could get a DFW and East Texas takeover, I take it. And Shay, it ain't. It's DFW, but we don't have nobody from DFW that's in 5A Division 1.
No, we don't.
So Longview is an extension of DFW.
Yeah.
Like
only because of Jesse.
Yeah, all because we had the adopt Jesse team.
Well, they do play the district up with you though, so hey.
He said Lido Fort Worth, man. Lido's so far away from Fort Worth.
For real. You pretty much out of town by the time you get to Lido. They passed Weatherford.
They close to Abilene. They in Abilene newspaper.
Hey, they just got Fort Worth kids. They don't make them Fort Worth.
Yeah, they got a long commute to practice.
But Lido is Fort Worth, and hell, they don't. Well, they are close to Fort Worth, I guess, in the vicinity. So I guess we could count them, and I guess we could. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad either way. I wouldn't be mad either way. It just hell, I'm cool with Jesse, and he keep throwing Longview on us all the goddamn time. So you just end up rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he won't stop. You know what I'm saying? So that's really. But hey, if Alito beat Longview, I definitely want them to win it all because at that point, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep it here. We got to keep it here.
Jesse, no shade to you, but I think even Coach Todd and Sock will agree that it'd be sweet to see him and his buddy win in the same day.
Who is his buddy?
Alito coach.
I'm his buddy too. He was one of me, man. Hey, but you realize, his father-in-law is coach at Longview.
Who?
That is true.
Father-in-law coach at Longview.
Tiffany dad been coaching at Longview for a long time. They from Longview, right?
Yeah, his wife is.
They from Longview, right?
Yeah, I believe his wife is. I believe his wife is.
Yeah.
His daddy, his father-in-law from Longview. He coach at Longview right now. He been on my Taylor since 8th grade.
Who is this?
Me and Ty used to talk at Wolverine practices, man. He been knowing about that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he wanted his father to get that ring over his friend.
Yeah, I think that'd be a better household with 2 state champions.
Wow.
That'd be a happy wife.
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
Shay call you Omar Gooden lookalike.
That's fine. Wish I gotta see her picture. I get it back.
Hey, we don't know who Shay is. They just in here hot side. We don't know who.
Shay been going. Look, Shay been going in.
He going.
Jay just out here shooting bullets. He just out here shooting bullets.
So we have confirmed that Shay is a girl.
Where?
I don't know. Shay might be Shannon Sharp.
Shay. It better be a girl with Shay.
We don't know what
that's what I'm hoping.
Well, ain't that Shannon Sharp? Club Shay?
Who?
Yeah, but I'm not calling no grown man Shay, bro.
Yeah, Shay. That's what Shannon Sharp go by. Shay.
Well, his name is Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp go by Shay. So
yeah.
No, but do you do okay? So do you go up to him and call him club? And hey, Shay.
I'm gonna call him Shannon.
You gonna call him Shannon? There you go.
I'm gonna call him Shannon.
That's like somebody want me to call him J Mac.
Hey, that's his name, J Mac.
His name is Jeremy, man.
Hey, it's like calling him Swaggy P. Your nigga name Roderick.
Roderick. It's Roderick.
I call him Swaggy.
It's Swaggy.
Hey, Roderick.
As a matter of fact, where did P come from anyway?
I don't know where the P came from. It's Swaggy.
Probably because he like Pinocchio. That's probably what it means. So Swaggy Pinocchio.
Hey, I'll communicate.
B-Rise, Coach Carr, and Pat Motiz. That's what we go by.
Those are the show names. It's called the show names. But anyway, hey man, we finna get ready to get out of here because the Cowboy finna go.
Right,
I need everybody closing words. What you got to say, Rise?
Go ahead, bro.
You
good.
Oh, me?
Be Rise.
Oh, Rise.
Start us out, man. Give us your closing words.
Listen, shout out to all the teams still in the playoffs. You know, Sock, Duncanville, the whole Southern Stephen. So, all right, man. It's time to watch the Cowboy eat some pizza now, man. What else y'all want me to say?
Hey, that's it. Hey, just whatever you got the shout outs, man. What you got, Rob? I mean, Swaggy. Now I'm calling you back.
First of all, shout out to them boys. Not the one with a blue star, not them. These. America's real team. Anyway, beat the Dolphins a while ago. And shout out to Matt Ryan and the coach. Y'all got one job to do. Get it done.
Man, the hell?
Big Coach Carl, what you got?
Well, hopefully you can see this. This for Shay. You see that, Shay? You see that? Y'all got one legend to come out of TCU, and that's LaDainian Tomlinson. And he would not be suiting up for that game. Shay. So I want you, Shay. Okay? Ask Dallas Davis. No, Shay. I'm asking you. Anyway, listen, it's gonna be a great week of football. It's gonna be a Southern sector takeover, man. I'm excited about this. It's a fun time of the year. I think, man, at the end of the day, that man, we got to be blessed and really, really be blessed to be in the opportunity to witness a DeSoto or Duncanville and the South Oak Cliff having the ability to bring home a state championship this late in the playoffs. And for me, man, that's the blessing of us all. That's the blessing of what we do, man. And I'm blessed to experience all these guys with you guys and the fans that's watching, man. That's all I got. Other than that, Shay, we're gonna be on TCU by a lot.
What you got, Bo?
Yeah.
Who is Pat, baby? Hey, so man, I just want, just like Coach Carr, I want to shout out. There we go. Who is Pat? All right, but hey, man, I just want to shout out to my alma mater, DVille. That's me somewhere in there wearing jersey number 3. I'm gonna have to get the solo picture out or whatever, but back.
What happened to him?
Dang, he just cut him off.
I think Prosper fan got a hold to his internet. But go ahead.
Well, anyway, let me give mine, man. Shout out to you guys, man. We know this was an early show. A lot of people be catching the replay, so that's all good. So, hey, man, let's give to the Cowboys. Salute to all the teams that's left, man, especially them Southern Sector teams. Y'all know who I ride with. I got my Duncanville shirt on. I got But I ride with DeSoto. I ride with Sock. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, I do want to say this real quick. This for all of us. Shout out to Choctaw Stadium, McKinney ISD, and Baylor McLean. Hey, we appreciate that, what y'all did for us.
Hey, and heads up, the Star, SMU. Well, we Kincaid already got us. So, hey, we're gonna be in all of them, man. I think Pat coming back. Pat, we just about to ease out of here, man. What you got?
Man, hey, I'm gonna ease out of here. I just want to say one more thing before I ease out of here real quick. You know, of course, shout out to my alma mater, Duncanville. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Coach Mathis at DeSoto U. Shout out to Coach Todd and his staff, one of the most great staff through and through. Love the interview you did with the angry coach and all that. So, hey, I want all them. I want the whole city to come out, support your teams. Get them 3 teams to state. We're sacrificing Longview. I'm out.
Hey, Jesse White, what you got? What's your shout outs before we get out of here?
Hey, man, I want to give a shout out to my Lobos. Give a shout out to DeSoto, to Sock, all the teams that made it, Duncanville, everybody, man, from up here and extended out east. Give a shout out to all of them. I want to give a shout out to my boy Taylor, man, who for breaking the record this year. He was the first Lobo ever to score over 30 touchdowns. He got 34 for the year. Want to give a shout out, man, to my boy Deuce. He called me a while ago with my son, y'all. Got a chance to talk to him. He'll be home in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that. Want to give a shout out to him and shout out to Doug, man, for elevating, man. Everybody growing, everybody having fun, and we're able to just be ourselves, man. So just shout out to everybody, bro. And I'm looking forward to a good week of football this week, and hopefully all the teams I root for prevail.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold
hey,
on.
man.
Hey, Jesse, I'm pretty sure the whole Doug feel this way like I do. If we can help it, bro, we know how much we love them boys with passion. We're going to get you on that sideline with Longview for that state championship, bro, with the Doug.
Yeah, we'll talk about that offline.
We'll talk about it, and I appreciate it. We'll talk about that, but I had some, we'll talk about it offline, bro, but yeah, go ahead.
For sure.
Hell, he probably be getting us into the game.
Right. He ain't lying. Hey, he might be able to walk in with Longview.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And I heard that old man with the bullhorn that used to always go. I heard he passed away. God rest his soul. So they did just give Jesse that bullhorn.
Yeah, that's his job.
Hey man, salute to you guys, man. Love for everybody. See y'all Wednesday.
I bet we out.
Cowboy.
Go Coach.
Watch this.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods. Putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
These guys are go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making plays so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, #1 high school podcast starring Pat Boteezy, Jeremy McKinnon, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the #1 talk show.